वर्णाश्रम धर्म जो है वो वर्णाश्रम धर्म के बारे में हमें बताइए।
So tell us about Varnashrama-dharma.
क्योंकि मनुष्य
Because
जीवन की एकमात्र तात्पर्य क्या
the
है?
only meaning of human life is what?
भगवत भजन करना।
To do Bhagavad Bhajan.
देखो,
Look,
पशु भी आहार करता है कि नहीं?
animals also eat or not?
भजन करता है।
They do.
हाँ, मनुष्य भी भजन
We
आहार
are
भोजन भी करते हैं।
human beings, we also eat,
है कि नहीं?
isn't it?
किंतु देखो,
But see,
मनुष्य और पशु में अंतर क्या है?
what is the difference between human beings and
आहार निद्रा वैमुचनंच
animals?
समन्न एतत् पशुहि नराणाम धर्म ही तेषां अधिक विशेष धर्मेण हीना पशुभि समान। आहार करना, भोजन,
To eat,
सो जाना,
to
निद्रा,
sleep.
हम भी सो जाते हैं
We also sleep.
और पशु भी सो जाते हैं।
Animals also, they go to sleep.
हम भी एक दूसरे के लिए भी कलह करते हैं,
We
झगड़ा
also
करते हैं।
quarrel with each other.
ये तुम्हारा, ये मेरा है।
This is mine, this is yours.
दो टुकड़े जमीन के लिए
But because of one piece of land,
हम झगड़ा करते हैं।
we are fighting over one piece of land.
पशु भी देखो,
You can also see the animals, like one dog
जिस महल में रहते हैं, जिस
stays in
मोहल्ला में रहते
one
हैं,
certain area,
रहते हैं।
and then that dog, if another dog comes to his area, his territory,
आप देखो उसको भगा देते हैं।
you can see that that dog will try to expel the other dog from that area, from this area. You see, one dog lives here. If another dog comes to his area, this dog is like barking to him and trying to send him out from that area. Oh, this is my area, this is my territory, the dog wants to say. And in the same way, the dog from that area also doesn't allow the other dog to come. So we see in this material world also to have offspring, to have babies and take care of babies. We saw this in all the animals and human beings. So you say, this is mine. But when you die, then
तो उसी प्रकार कहते हैं ये वर्णाश्रम धर्म पालन जो एकमात्र मनुष्य
so only the human beings follow Varnashrama-dharma.
पशु में नहीं है।
The animals don't do that.
पशु में केवल ये चार वस्तु ही रहता है।
The animals, they are always only doing 4 things: eating, sleeping, defending, and
मृत्यु भय,
mating.
और अंत में सब छोड़ करके चले जाते हैं।
And in the end, give up everything and go away from this world.
है कि नहीं? जितना भी है,
Isn't it?
एक दिन तुम्हें जाना ही पड़ेगा।
One day you must go from this world. You must go away.
भज ले हरि का नाम।
So chant holy names. Everybody must go one day.
उसी आश्रम धर्म जो शास्त्र की तात्पर्य यहाँ कह रहे हैं, मनुष्य जीवन की तात्पर्य क्या है?
So what is the meaning of the human life? To do Bhagavad Bhajan.
पहली सिद्धि क्या है?
And what is the first step to do that?
And first step क्या है? वर्णाश्रम धर्म को पालन करना।
To follow Varnashrama-dharma.
इसलिए युधिष्ठिर महाराज नारद ऋषि के निकट,
So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he asked to Narada Rishi.
ऐसे युधिष्ठिर महाराज तो भगवान के नित्य परिकर है।
Yudhishthira Maharaj, he is also an eternal associate of the Lord.
बद्ध जीवों की शिक्षा देने के
Actually, just to teach the living entities, the conditioned souls, that's why he's saying these things.
सुना रहे हैं, सुनो।
He's saying, look,
भगवान प्रजापते साक्षात् आत्मज परे परमेष्ठिनं
who knows which sloka Gurudev is reading?
ब्रह्मस्तपो सागराधिवी। हे ब्रह्मन, आप साक्षात प्रजापति ब्रह्मा के साक्षात पुत्र है एवं अपनी तपस्या योग आदि समाधि के कारण ब्रह्मा जी के अन्य पुत्र से श्रेष्ठ माने जाते हैं। युधिष्ठिर महाराज कह रहे हैं,
So Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, hey Narada Rishi,
ब्रह्मा जी के जितने पुत्र हैं,
from all the sons of Brahma, you are the best of all the sons of Brahma.
इसलिए आप हमें कृपा करके बताइए।
So please be merciful and tell me.
ब्रह्मा जी ने चतुष्सन को सृष्टि किया,
Because Brahma created the 4 Kumaras.
पुत्र का जन्म से ही प्रकट किया।
The 4 Kumaras manifested from the mind of Brahma. Sanaka, Sanandana and Sanat Kumar.
फिर ब्रह्मा जी ने किया कि
So they went for like meditation in Brahma,
के कह रहे हैं
and then Brahma created
आप तो
Narada.
सब कुछ जानते हैं, आप तपस्या बल के द्वारा
So he's saying, you know everything because of the power of your yoga. You know present, past, and future.
तपस्या करने वाले हैं,
Those who do tapasyas, austerities, the
वो
saints,
सब जानते हैं।
they know everything.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं नारायण पराविप्र धर्म गुज्जं परं विदु करुणां साधव संतास्तब्दिशा नो तथा परे। आपके समान शांत स्वभाव,
So you are
दयालु,
so
नारायण परायण,
calm.
साधु ब्राह्मण,
Who knows the shloka? Please help.
को जिस प्रकार यथार्थ रूप से जानते हैं ऐसा कोई नहीं जानता। ये संत महात्मा सब जानते हैं।
Please ask Gurudev which shloka.
लौकिक और
The saints, they know everything from the material world and also the
भगवत जगत की
about the spiritual world. The saints, they know everything. They know everything.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं हे प्रभु आप तो सभी जानते हो,
Here's saying, Prabhu, you know everything.
आप हमें कृपा करके ये तत्व
So please
बताइए।
mercifully tell me
संसार में रह करके कैसे भजन करें।
things. So how to do bhajan in this material world, like with your family. How can you do bhajan even if you are with your family, husband, wife? Sometimes people think that only the renounced saints, they can be sadhus, but also there are sadhus like married, Grihasthas sadhu. So sadhu doesn't mean that you are wearing saffron cloth and you left your family. This is not the actual meaning of sadhu. So maybe you can stay in your house and also be a sadhu. Who is a sadhu? Some person, saintly person. You take shelter of the truth, sadvastu, and you, what did I say? You take shelter of sadvastu, the truth. What? God. Take shelter of the lotus feet of God, and you do bhajan. So this is a sadhu. Understand? Like you stay in your house, for example. So you are called also sadhu. Because you took shelter of Bhagavan and Gurudev, you are doing bhajan. So you are called sadhu also.
इसलिए संत महात्मा के चरण आश्रय करके घर में रहें।
So taking shelter of the lotus feet of the saints. You can stay, continue in your house, or you can take saffron cloth and leave your house, or sorry, whatever. Those who do bhajan, they are called sadhu, and they are higher than others. Those who perform bhajan, they are superiors. Okay, you took a saffron cloth, but you're not doing bhajan, you're not a sadhu. So many people, they do this. Going here and there, collecting money from people. Then they use this to take care of their own families. They are not sadhus. Nowadays, we see in the newspaper also some news that so many people, they wear like sadhus and they're actually collecting money or like exploring. Like during the day, they are wearing saffron clothes and they are like cheating the people like as if they were sadhus. Actually, they are collecting their money to go here and there and do other things. Sometimes this comes in the paper, in the newspaper news. So actually in Kali Yuga, the society of the sadhus is very like defamed, blasphemed. Understand? That's why people think all the sadhus are same, like they are not really saints. The sadhus just want to cheat the people. During the day they are wearing saffron clothes, getting money from people's house, saying bum bum bum, and then later they use this for themselves. No, you have to follow Varnashrama-dharma. Okay, Shastra explains. You have to take care of your parents, your family, your husband, wife, children, and accordingly you perform bhajan. Whether you stay in the house or wherever you stay, you have to do bhajan. So here is saying
नारद ऋषि
It's being said, actually Narada Rishi is saying,
नत्वा भगवतो जायो लोकानं धर्म सेतभि बक्षे सनातनं धर्म
Canto 7, chapter 11, verse 5.
देवर्षि नारद ने कहा मैं
Devarishi Narada told,
जीवों के धर्म के मूल कारण और रक्षक भगवान श्री कृष्ण को नमस्कार
after first offering my obeisances unto Lord Krishna, the protector of the religious principles of all living entities, let me explain the principles of the eternal religious system, of which I have heard from the mouth of Narayana. I want to tell you something about Varnashrama, Sanatana-dharma. Nowadays, many people, they fight so much because of different religions. Oh, I'm Christian, I'm Buddhist, I'm Muslim,
मैं जैन हूँ
I'm Jaina, like Jain from Jainism.
मैं हिंदू हूँ
I am Hindu.
गर्व से कहो हाँ
I'm
हिंदू है।
like it's even written like that. Oh, we speak
किंतु देखो,
proudly that we are Hindus.
भागवत गीता में कहीं आपकी
But in the Bhagavad Gita, you'll never find this word Hindu.
बुद्ध है,
Also, you cannot find the word
हिंदू शब्द नहीं
Hindu.
मिलेगा।
You cannot find in the.
क्या मिलेगा सनातन
You only find the word Sanatana
क्या
Dharma.
लिखा है
Which word?
सनातन धर्म
Sanatana Dharma, like eternal nature.
इसे कहते हैं हम सनातनी हैं सब
So that's why we say we are Sanatani, because we are following the Sanatana Dharma, the eternal nature of the soul.
सनातन क्या है
So what is Sanatana?
सदा तन धातु
Eternal.
धातु के विस्तार करने
Tan means always spreading.
सदा सर्वदा जो
This verbal root tan means to spread.
विस्तार करते हैं
Always spreading Bhagavad Katha. This is Sanatana Dharma.
क्या बोला
What did I say?
सनातन धर्म देखो यहाँ भागवत में यहाँ
Sanatana
पर है,
Dharma. So in Bhagavad
से
explains.
सनातन धर्म नारायण मुखाम मुखा अच्युतम देवर्षि नारद ने कहा मैं सर्वप्रथम समस्त जीवों की धर्मों के मूल कारण को रहे
Let me explain the principles of the eternal religious system.
समस्त धर्म की मूल जो है
The root of all the dharmas is Krishna.
वही कृष्ण के मैं बार बार
So again and again I do pranams to that Krishna, this Krishna.
मैंने नारायण ऋषि आदि के मुख से सुना है ये सनातन धर्म के बारे में
I have heard about Sanatana Dharma.
जो विवद धर्मान श्रेण दक्षन्तु धर्मतः
Verse 6, chapter 11, 7 canto.
ध्याते तपो बद्रिकाश्रमे भगवान श्री नारायण अपने
Lord Narayana, along with his partial manifestation Nara,
दक्ष
appeared in this world through the daughter of Daksha Maharaj, known as Murti.
के कल्याण
He was begotten by Dharma Maharaj for the benefit of all living entities.
कर रहे हैं
Even now he is still engaged in executing great austerities near the place known as Badarikashram. Have you been to Badarikashram?
बद्रिकाश्रम ये मूल बद्रिकाश्रम जो है
The
ब्रजमंडल में
root, like the origin of all the Badrikashram, is in Brajamandala. One Kedar and another Badri. So Badrikashram.
पेड़ के नीचे बैठ करके
So under
वहाँ पर उन्होंने
this tree,
तपस्या
he did austerities.
धर्म मूलंगी भगवान सर्वदेवमयो हरि स्मृतं च
It's Badri tree.
राजन जेन च आत्मा प्रसीदति धर्म मूलंगी भगवान सर्वदेव
The Supreme Being, the personality of Godhead, is the essence of all Vedic knowledge, the root of all religious principles, and the memory of great authorities. O King Yudhishthira,
धर्म मूलंगी भगवान
so the root of all religious principles is Bhagavan. He is the source of religion,
कृष्ण himself
is Krishna himself.
इसलिए करें धर्म मूलंगी भगवान सर्वदेवमय हरि हरि शब्द के अर्थ क्या है
What is the meaning of Hari?
समस्त जीवों के ताप को जो
He
हरण
who
करने वाले
steals all the sufferings from the living entities.
उसको हरि कहा जाता है
He is called Hari.
जीवों के ताप क्या है
What are the sufferings of the living entities?
आदिभूत
Adhyatik, Adibhautik, and Adidevak. The jiva is suffering because of these three miseries.
श्री हरि
So Bhagavan Sri Hari,
क्या करते हैं
what does he do?
जीवों के ताप को जो है
He
हरण करने वाले
removes all the sufferings from the living entities.
इति हरि जो समस्त जीवों की तापों के कष्टों को दूर करते हैं।
He puts an end to the sufferings of all the living entities. He's called Hari.
सर्वो देवोमय हरि स्मृतं च तद विदां राजन जेन च आत्मा।
O King Yudhishthira, this principle of religion is to be understood as evidence. On the basis of this religious principle, everything is satisfied, including one's mind, soul, and even one's body.
ये धर्म की एकमात्र प्रमाण स्वरूप है स्मृति शास्त्र। स्मृति शास्त्र में क्या लिखा है?
What's written in the Smriti Shastra?
यही समस्त जो है वर्णाश्रम धर्म ठीक रूप से कैसे पालन
How to follow properly the Varnashrama-dharma.
वहाँ पर जिस कथा आदि वर्णन है उसे कहा जाता है स्मृति शास्त्र कहते हैं।
So this katha is mentioned in this Smriti Shastra. Shruti are the Vedas.
उसके एक नाम क्या है?
Another name of the Vedas is Shruti.
सुन करके
Means before the rishis would listen these instructions and they would remember them perfectly. That's why the name of the Vedas are Shruti. Shruti means after listening. Before the Veda was not written down. Before the intelligence of the people was so powerful, their memory and but in Kali Yuga, our intelligence is slowly becoming less and less. If I say something now, after 1 hour, you already forget it, don't you?
Listen or not? Who is translating?
Are you listening or not? Who is translating?
You listen? You listen or not? You understand Hindi? अच्छा इसलिए कह रहे हैं स्मृतंच तद विदां राजन जेन च आत्मा प्रसीदति। अर्थात जिस धर्म से फल की कामना से रहित और विघ्नों के द्वारा अबाधित शीघ्र समय भक्ति का उदय होने से मन और चित्त प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं, वही धर्म है। यहाँ पर क्या धर्म किसको कहा गया?
So what is dharma? What is dharma?
ये स्वयं भगवान श्री हरि धर्म के
Swayam Bhagavan is the root of the religious principles of the dharma.
जान लेते हैं।
So if you know about this truth,
धर्म मूलम ही
actually that God is the root of the religion, of the religious principles,
देवता में श्रेष्ठ कौन है?
and who is the highest between all the demigods? Sri Hari.
जितने भी देव देवियां हैं,
From all the demigods and demigoddesses,
देव देवियों की श्रेष्ठ कौन है?
who is the highest among them all?
हरि।
Sri Hari.
इसलिए एकमात्र प्रमाण स्वरूप है जिस धर्म से फल की कामना से रहित और विघ्नों द्वारा अबाधित। देखो धर्म कैसे पालन करें?
So how to follow dharma?
संसार की वासना को त्याग दो,
Giving up the material desires.
आसक्ति के त्याग दो।
Give up the attachment.
आसक्ति ही क्या है?
The attachment is
ये बंधन के कारण होता है।
the cause of the bondage.
The cause of bondage। और कोई कारण नहीं।
There's no other reason.
इस संसार में बंधन के कारण
What is the our cause of bondage in this world?
आसक्ति।
The attachment.
इसे कहते हैं अनासक्त विषयानुजुंजन। अनासक्त होकर के ही भजन करना
So you have to do bhajan without attachment.
हाँ समझे?
Understand?
अनासक्त हो जैसा हमारे शरीर है,
Like our body, for example.
शरीर पर आसक्ति रखो।
If you have attachment to the body, to your body, you'll be so upset.
ये संसार में हम जब तक रहते हैं,
You have to understand
आना जाना रहेगा।
that everything in this world is temporary and full of miseries, diseases, so many bad things. Because we're staying in this material
ये
world.
शरीर किसका है बताओ?
But our body belongs to whom? Tell me.
जब हम इस जीवित रहते हैं,
When we are alive,
तब हमारे परिवार के लोग सब कहते हैं
our family members say,
मेरा है। माता कहते हैं
like your mother says, oh, he's my son. Everybody wants to possess your body in this way. Father says, oh, he's my son.
आपके सजन सभी हमें
All their relatives, they're saying that you're mine, like some relation to them.
किंतु देखो आत्मा जब
But when your soul leaves the body and goes to another place, nobody will say that you're theirs. When the soul is in the body, then yes, everyone will say, oh, he's mine, like this relationship, like this. But when the soul gives up from the body, gives up the body and goes to another place, nobody will say that you belong to them. Even Maya says, he's mine. Sorry, Gurudev said one word, I missed. I spoke on top, I didn't hear. So, if somebody heard, he said Maya, and then something he said in the end. So,
कृष्ण भक्ति के पालन कर भक्ति का जिस धर्म से श्री कृष्ण में भक्ति का उदय होने से
if you have bhakti towards Krishna, then your heart will be pleased, and this is dharma.
जिस धर्म से कृष्ण भक्ति का उदय होता है.
So if you follow this dharma, then bhakti will come. Bhakti for Krishna.
होता है. और चित्त मन प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं.
And your heart and mind will be pleased. This is dharma.
धर्म की उद्देश्य क्या है? भगवान की भक्ति का.
Actually,
और भगवान की भक्ति करने से चित्त मन
the goal of dharma is to perform a bhakti to Lord, and then our mind and heart will be pleased. When is our heart pleased? When?
अहितु की अप्रतिहता ज्ञात्मा संप्रसिद्धति. सबै पुंसां परो धर्म. मनुष्य के परो धर्म क्या है?
What is the paradharma? Topmost
भगवान श्री हरि
duty or nature
चित्त लगा. इसलिए सबै पुंसां परो धर्म.
for the souls is to
और वो भक्ति कैसे होनी चाहिए? भगवान में भक्ति कैसे
perform bhakti to Lord. But how this bhakti should be? Ahaituki and apratihata. Ahaituki means causeless. Apratihata incessantly. Not stopping. What did I say? Should not stop by any means. Unbreakable.
There are no any obstacles.
There are no any obstacles. Completely pure, like the flow of the Ganges, just like the honey flow. Sorry, not honey flow. Just like the ghee lamp. You know the ghee lamp? When it's lit, if you put this, if you light the ghee lamp will be lit. And if this ghee lamp is connected to into some oil, near the oil, like around the oil, inside the oil, so this oil will burn again, like will make the ghee lamp continue to be lit, like not the fire will not extinguish because the ghee lamp is connected to the oil. So if you follow the dharma, then bhakti to Krishna develops, and your mind and heart will be pleased. This is dharma.
धर्म मूलांगी भगवान सर्व देवमयो हरि स्मृतं च तद विदांग राजन जेन च आत्मा प्रसिद्धति. जेन च आत्मा प्रसिद्धति.
So your soul will be pleased. How our soul can be pleased?
सत्तं दया तप शौचं तितिक्षेवा समोदमं अहिंसां ब्रह्मचर्यं च त्यागं.
Verse 8 to 12.
उसमें करें मनुष्य मात्र का आचरण धर्म.
So these are the general principles to be followed by all human beings. Satya means
भगवान में विश्वास रख करके
having faith in God
जो सच बोलते
and speak the truth. This is truthfulness. Like Krishna told in this verse,
कहा गया मद निमित्तम कृतं पापम, यदि मेरे लिए कहीं अज्ञान में व किसी
Krishna
कारण से
told,
पाप हो
if
जाए,
if for me somebody incurs in any sin, this is dharma. But if somebody gives up on me
जो कुछ भी करे
and
उसको
can do anything, but this will be adharma in religion. So if for God, even if you lie, like white lie, what is lie? To lie is a sin. Vedas explain, you should always speak the truth.
सदा सर्वदा सत्य बोलो, मिथ्या मा बोलो,
You should never speak a lie, tell a lie.
झूठ मत बोलो.
So don't tell lies.
तो मिथ्या बोलना क्या है?
So to lie,
ये पाप
to
है.
tell a lie is a sin.
किंतु देखो
But
भगवान के
if you do it
प्रति के लिए कहीं भी
for-
झूठ बोल दिया,
like the happiness of Lord,
वही
then this is not a papa sin, it's a
युधिष्ठिर के कहने लगे,
dharma. Like Bhagavan told to Yudhishthira in the Kurukshetra war,
युधिष्ठिर
hey
तुम
Yudhishthira,
बोलो अश्वत्थामा
you tell.
रणे होतो.
that Ashvathama
धनाढ्य
died,
के पुत्र अश्वत्थामा,
the son of Dronacharya, Ashvathama died in the battlefield. Tell this, say this,
युधिष्ठिर महाराज मैं कैसे बोल दूं?
say this. But Yudhishthira said, how can I say something like this?
जीवित है. और
I just saw that
भगवान
Ashvathama is alive.
युधिष्ठिर तुम बोलो.
But Bhagavan insisted, Yudhishthira, you have to tell this.
तो
You have to
उस
say
समय
this.
क्या कि भगवान ने क्या कि भीम के बुलाया. भीम को करे देखो
So
एक हाथी आ
Bhagavan
रहा था.
Called Bhim, and there was an elephant coming, and the name of the elephant was
और
Ashvathama.
ये हाथी को मार दो.
So Krishna told to Bhim, kill this elephant. Then Bhim, he took his gada, his mace, and killed that demon.
अभी तो बोलो.
Sorry, that elephant.
तो युधिष्ठिर महाराज
And then Krishna told to Yudhishthira, now you can say that Ashvathama died, because the elephant died and his name was Ashvathama.
मनुष्य वा
But Yudhishthira said, oh, Ashvathama died, I don't know if human or elephant.
मनुष्य मर गया.
Some
कुंज माने हाथी मर गया.
elephant or human being died, his name was Ashvathama. But when the time he said elephant, Krishna blew the conch, and then Dronacharya didn't hear this part, and then Dronacharya thought it was his son. Dronacharya dropped his weapons, and then he was like in meditation, and then the brother of Draupadi called Drishtadumna came and chopped off Dronacharya's head in this moment. So Yudhishthira Maharaj didn't follow the instruction of Krishna, so Krishna was not pleased.
धर्म उसी के कहा जाता है.
Dharma is actually when
भगवान के आदेश को पालन करो बस.
you follow the instructions of Lord. That's it. This is Dharma. Direct explanation is this. What is Dharma? When you follow the instructions of Lord.
मामेकं शरणं व्रज, अहं त्वां स्वरूपाभिभो, मोक्षमामि मा शुच. समस्त धर्मों के त्याग देकर
Giving up all the dharmas.
मेरा ही भजन करो.
Only worship to me.
वचन देता.
I'll give you my word.
ये संसार धर्म आदि पालन नहीं करने से तुम्हारे जीवन दोष लगेगा.
If you think you're, if you don't follow that rules and regulations of society, if maybe you're incurring any sin, and then you go to hell, Naraka, because of these sinful activities.
If you not follow the rules and regulations of society, then you will go to the hell.
If you not follow rules and regulations of society, then you'll go to the hell.
But Bhagavan, what is saying?
But Bhagavan is saying,
you absolutely surrender to me.
absolutely surrender to me.
I assure to him you, मैं तुमको आश्वासन देता हूँ, आश्वासन देता हूँ.
And assure to you
And I assure to you, what?
that what?
You will never go to hell.
You'll never go to hell.
And because I will protect you from that going to hell.
Because I protect you from going to hell.
से जाने से तुमको मैं ही रक्षा करूँ.
I'll protect you from going to hell. Just come to my shelter.
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज, अहं त्वां स्वरूपाभिभो मोक्षामि मा शुच. तात्पर्य क्या है?
So what is the meaning?
आदेश पालन करना ही.
To follow the instructions of Bhagavan. This is Dharma. That's it.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं सत्य क्या है?
And what is truth?
भगवान ही सत्य है.
Bhagavan
सत्य
is truth. Satya Sarup, embodiment of the truth.
जीवन के प्रति कृपा
So Daya, to be merciful to other living entities, another quality all human beings should have.
इंद्रिय आदि को
Tapasya, austerities means to control their own senses. Like to follow Ekadashi, this also comes under tapasya, austerities, to follow Ekadashi. And also on the appearances day of Lord, and also the appearance, and also observing the tithis of Vaishnavas, this all tapasya comes under tapasya. In Kali Yuga, Anagata prana, like life is in the food. If one day we don't eat, then our head is dizzy. Like if you ate everything but didn't eat grains, so you think like it's difficult. So it's one kind of austerity, you know. So tapasya is to follow Ekadashi, to observe the appearance day of Krishna. This all comes under tapasya, austerities. Do you understand? Another, socha means cleanliness, bathing twice a day, tolerance, discrimination between right and wrong, control of the mind, control of the senses, discrimination between right and wrong, control of the mind, control of the senses, non-violence, celibacy, charity, reading of scripture, simplicity, satisfaction, rendering service to saintly persons. All this are good qualities. Verse text 13. Those who have been reformed by the Garbhadhana ceremony and other prescribed reformatory methods, perform with Vedic mantras and without interruption, and who have been approved by Lord Brahma, are Dvijas, or twice born. Such brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, purified by their family traditions and by their behavior, should worship the Lord, study the Vedas and give charity. In this system, they should follow the principles of the 4 ashrams. So we should do fire sacrifice sometimes. If you do fire sacrifice, then what? Demigods will be happy, God also will be happy. Actually, the main deity, the original deity of the fire sacrifice is Bhagavan Vishnu. According to the Vaishnavas' opinions, the presiding deity of the fire sacrifice is Vishnu. So when we perform fire sacrifice, we are not taking the name of Indra and other demigods. But the Karmi people, yes, they do fire sacrifice, take the name of Indra and other demigods. But the Vaishnavas, how do they do fire sacrifice? Swaha Swaha. So the Brahmana says Swaha Swaha, and the Jajama means that person who the Brahman is performing the ceremony for that person. The person is saying, aha, aha, like how much more time should I stay in front of this fire? I just want to have food. So to give donation, take donation. Actually, if you perform fire sacrifice, your house will be purified. For the Grihasthas, at least once a year they must do fire sacrifice for the Grihasthas. Isn't it? At least once a year do fire sacrifice. Our Maharaj, what is his name? He in Bangalore. Every day he performs fire sacrifice. He has many cows. Siddhandi Maharaj. And he made on Jagya Kunda one place for the fire sacrifice, fixed place. Every day after Mangalarati, for half an hour, everybody sits for fire sacrifice. He has many students also. 25, 30 brahmacharis. they're all performing Swaha Swaha with him. Only takes half an hour. If there's no need any special thing, because he already has the place for the fire sacrifice set up, and he has much ghee from the cows. So after Mangalarati every day, he performs fire sacrifice. Yes, and if you do fire sacrifice, that smoke from the fire sacrifice purifies everything. Because the ghee of the cows, if you, in a normal conception, the ghee that you put in the fire, this smoke that comes from it, it purifies everywhere, the smoke from the fire sacrifice, and also a nice smell comes. So you come to inside the temple, such a nice fragrance inside the temple from this Maharaj. What can I say? The atmosphere should be nice and clean. So this is an environment for bhajan. That's why people early in the morning they light incense. In our house we had duna. Do you know what is duna? They use like also everywhere. I think one kind of incense. This is also good to remove the insects, the mosquitoes, and also all the bad smells go away. The house is purified like this. So even in material vision, what speak of spiritual? Even in material vision, if a place is pure, then your mind becomes more absorbed. But if it's an impure place full of ghosts and witches, a smelly place, then your mind will also be like not nice. Why there's so much fight in the house? Because you're not doing fire sacrifice in the house. We have to spend money for fire sacrifice. So if you, for your health, you have to spend so much money. You have small itch and you have to go to doctor and pay so much. Like you have to spend so much for so many things. So you spend only 100 rupees for the fire sacrifice. Come on. You should do bhavan, fire sacrifice, in the year, at least in your house once. You should do what? Fire sacrifice. Then your house will be purified, will remain pure. But in the Western countries, this is not possible. Because it's cold to do it outside, and like maybe rains, and also so many rules inside the places. Like he was in the 4th floor. He was in New York, his apartment, 4th floor. He started performing fire sacrifice. Then the smoke was there. Somebody phones, his apartment's on fire. And somebody told like 911. So they came, they were doing swaha swaha, and they put out his fire with water because thinking it was a fire, and then he also had to pay $1,000 penalty fee because of this offense. Okay, in Western countries they have all these atheists, but in India you can have a small place for fire sacrifice. You know that small fire you can do in that thing. So you should do. You spend almost nothing. In India you can do. Your house will be purified. Your mind also.
इसमें कह रहे हैं ब्राह्मणों के लिए अध्यापन यज्ञ करना यज्ञ कराना.
So the brahmanas have to study, they have to take donation, give donation. For a brahmana there are 6 occupational duties. So the duties of the brahmana. The brahmanas, they should do fire sacrifice. So the brahmanas, they have to study the Vedas, the brahmanas, to do fire sacrifice, to give donation, take donation and give donation. At least you put your hand in the giving shape.
देना चाहिए
You have to give donation and also take donation.
प्रतिग्रह। इसके अतिरिक्त 5 प्रकार कर्मों के विधान है। प्रजा की रक्षा क्षत्रिय जाति के लिए दान देने के अतिरिक्त
A Kshatriya should not accept charity, but he may perform the other 5 of these duties. So the Kshatriyas,
जो क्षत्रिय लोग होते हैं
those who are Kshatriyas,
उनके मूल कार्य क्या है?
the main thing they do is
प्रजाओं की रक्षा करना
to protect the subjects.
है। ब्राह्मण के अतिरिक्त अन्य सभी के कर ग्रहण द्वारा अपनी जीविका निर्वाह कर सकते हैं।
A king or Kshatriya is not allowed to levy to put taxes on brahmanas.
शास्त्र में लिखेगा
Shastra explains that the king,
3 वर्ण से वो टैक्स ले सकते हैं।
he can take tax from 3 varnas.
ये होता है ना?
No, the king is a Kshatriya.
भागवत में कह रहे हैं
Bhagavatam explains
राजा 3 वर्ण से
the king can take taxes only from people from 3 varnas. Other Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras, he can only take taxes from them.
किंतु ब्राह्मण से
But from brahmanas, the Kshatriya should not take donation, receive should not take, collect taxes from them, from the brahmanas. Shastra explains.
इसलिए ब्राह्मण के अतिरिक्त अन्य
So-
सभी से कर ग्रहण अर्थात
Verse 14.
अपनी जीविका निर्वाह कर सकते
A
हैं।
king or Kshatriya is not allowed to levy, I don't know this word, taxes on brahmanas, but he may take his livelihood by levying minimal taxes, custom duties and penalty fines upon his other subjects. But the Vaishyas,
आदि करें।
they like take care of cows.
4 प्रकार के वैश्य भी होता है।
There are 4 kinds of Vaishyas.
एक होता है क्या?
One is
किसी किसी आदि करते उसके वैश्य कहा जाता है। वाणिज्य व्यवसाय वाणिज्य आदि करते उसके भी वैश्य में आ जाता है।
like those who are cropping, like taking agriculture, those who deal with money,
वो क्या बोले?
those who
ये लेते हैं क्या बोले?
take
इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं। लोगों को
Interest.
पैसा दे करके इंटरेस्ट।
giving, like lending money to people and taking interest.
चतुर्थ जो है
4th kind,
वैश्य जो है लिखा पढ़ी के काम करते रहते हैं।
Vaishya, they do some like clerk work.
किंतु अच्छी वैश्य क्या है?
But a good Vaishya
कृषि क्षेत्र और
is Rishiketra, the first one, and Gopalan. Sorry, I told second one, I told wrong. Second is that
उत्पादन करें।
the one who take care of cows, and first one, Rishiketra, something like that, is those agriculture. Although agriculture, second kind, is the one who takes care of cow. These 2 kinds are very good, very good.
और शूद्र जाति
And the Shudras,
शूद्र जाति का धर्म
the nature of the
सेवा
Shudras
करना,
is to
तीनों वर्णों के सेवा करना
serve the other
शूद्र जाति का कार्य है।
3 varnas. This is the duty of the Shudras. Verse 16, chapter 11.
इस सब के अतिरिक्त ब्राह्मण कृषि गो
As an alternative, a brahmana may also take to the Vaishyas occupational duty of agriculture, cow protection or trade. He may depend on that which he has received without begging. He may beg in the paddy field every day. He may collect paddy left in a field by its proprietor. Or he may collect food grains left here and there in the shops or grain dealers. Well, sometimes some grains fall on the floor. He can also collect that. These are 4 means of livelihood that may also be adopted by brahmanas. Among these 4, each of them in succession is better than the one preceding it.
उससे खेती आदि पुनः जो है खेती आदि करना। 4 प्रकार की ब्राह्मण की जीविका वृत्तियों के बदलाई गई है। इससे पूर्व वृत्ति के अपेक्षा परवृत्ति श्रेष्ठ कहा गया। निम्न वर्ण का मनुष्य बिना आसक्ति आपत्ति काल में उत्तम वर्ण की वृत्तियों
Next verse. Except in a time of emergency, lower persons should not accept the occupational duties of those who are higher. When there is such an emergency, of course, everyone but the Kshatriya may accept the means of livelihood of others.
छोड़कर दे सभी वृत्तियों को ग्रहण कर सकते हैं। जब बाढ़ आ जाती है
Like when there is some floods,
उनको भी रक्षा कर अर्थात मैंने पहले ये कहा क्षत्रिय लोग जो
like I told before, that the Kshatriyas,
टैक्स लेते हैं
they were collecting taxes, but when there's some calamity,
टैक्स लेना नहीं चाहिए
they should not collect taxes.
कर दो हैं?
Not so much. Understand?
जैसे सरकार करते कि नहीं
The government also does that.
सरकार जब बाहर आ जाती है
When there is some flood,
आपत्ति काल आ जाता
some
है
calamity times,
सरकार क्या कर देते हैं
the government,
सारे टैक्स को
he
माफ कर देते हैं
ignores the taxes that those people should give. Like he will not charge them because of the calamity.
माफ कर दिया, इधर माफ कर दिया उधर से फिर ले लेते हैं जीएसटी लगा दिया हैं? लगा दिया कि नहीं दिया कहाँ जाओगे तुम
So I think Gurudev said maybe they will not charge on one side, but then they will charge more on the other side. They cannot run away from them.
तो तुम्हारे ऋण को मैं मुक्त कर दिया
So
इधर अनेकों प्रकार ऋण लगा दी
in one way they say, oh, I had freed you from your debts, but on the other hand, they are charging you so many things, and actually you are paying so much also. So this is politics. But anyway, the Kshatriyas should, when some calamity comes,
लोगों की सहायता कर
they should help the people.
ये पर एक सुंदर बात बता रहे हैं
So here a very beautiful thing.
35 नंबर श्लोक में आ जाए
Now Shloka 35. Gurudev went to the Shloka 35.
सप्तम स्कंद
7th canto, 11th chapter,
श्लोक में 35 श्लोक में
Shloka 35. What he's saying?
जस्स जल लक्षणं कृतं पुंस वर्णाभिव्यंजकं तदनुचत्रापि दृश्यते तत्ते नैव विनिर्दिशेत् जस्स जल लक्षणं कृतं पुंस वर्णाभिव्यंजकं जत् अन्यत्रापि दृश्यते तत्ते नैव विनिर्दिशेत् यदि
If one
भागवत में महापुराण में ब्रह्मसूत्र भाष्य परम संहिता में उसने सनातन सप्तम स्कंद में सदाचार नियम को नाम एकादश अध्याय कह रहे हैं इसमें कह रहे क्या जो पुरुष वर्णों को बतलाए गए उनके लक्षण के
If one shows the symptoms of being a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra as described above, even if he has appeared in a different class, he should be accepted according to those symptoms of classification.
पुंसो वर्णाभिव्यंजकम बद्धजित है उनकी स्वभाव और आचरण
So the conditioned souls, according to their nature and behavior, they will fit into different varnas and ashramas.
ब्राह्मण स्वभाव रहने पर उसके ब्राह्मण
If the person has a quality of a Brahmana, then he is a Brahmana.
जत लक्षणम प्रोक्तम वर्णाभिव्यंजकम इसके लक्षण के द्वारा
So by the symptoms of the person.
से आ गया इस्लाम ब्राह्मण के पुत्र ब्राह्मण हो जाएंगे
So you cannot say the son of a Brahmana, it will be a Brahmana.
नहीं है
If he doesn't have the qualities of a Brahmana, he cannot be called Brahmana. Do you understand?
ब्राह्मण के लक्षण है इसलिए
So he must have the qualities of a Brahmana. Bhagavatam explains.
जत लक्षणम प्रोक्तम पुंसो वर्णाभिव्यंजकम जदत्र जत अत्र जदत्रपि दृश्यते यदि अन्य किसी वर्ण में यदि वो सद्गुण
If he has appeared in a different class, he should be accepted according to those symptoms of classification. Maybe he was born in the Shudra family,
में जन्म लिया
a low family,
ब्राह्मण धर्म दिखाई
but if he's following the Brahmana's activities and qualities, then he should be understood as being a Brahmana.
ब्राह्मण में सबसे गुण क्या है
What is the highest quality of a Brahmana?
क्या बताया
What?
सरल
Which one? His simplicity. Saralata.
सरल जो है उसके ब्राह्मण के यही गुण है
The quality of a Brahmana, main quality is to be simple.
सरलता ही
Saralata hi Brahmanata.
है। ब्राह्मण में कोई छल कपट
The Brahmana has no duplicity and hypocrisy and false.
ब्राह्मण में किसी प्रकार
He's not a false,
छल
like,
कपट आदि नहीं रहेगा
he's not without duplicity and hypocrisy. No, duplicity and hypocrisy. His heart is pure and simple.
कहते हैं ब्राह्मण ही एकमात्र वैष्णव हो
Only a Brahmana can become a Vaishnava.
कहते हैं वैष्णव ही वास्तव रूप में
Actually, the Vaishnava is a Sad Brahmana, is a bona fide Brahmana.
छल कपट
without duplicity and hypocrisy, someone not any kind whatsoever of duplicity and hypocrisy. In the Kirtan Bhaktivinoda Thakur we see, inside and outside we should be same, behave same, internally and externally, and honor others, and never honor your own, never desire your own name, fame, reputation. The Brahmanas, they are inside and outside. They are simple, they are not crooked, or kutli means like crooked, like in his tongue he's speaking sweet words, but inside his heart he's full of which kind of venom, poison, who knows. So this is not a Brahmana person. A Brahmana inside and outside, like internally or externally, he's same person. He's not taking shelter of duplicity and hypocrisy. So this person is a Brahmana. Saralata hi Brahmanata. Simplicity defines a Brahmana. So, but in our family, we see how in our family they teach the kids to lie. How? One example. One person took money from someone, and then when the person from whom he had borrowed the money came to his house to ask for the money back, the person realized, oh, that man came here to ask for the money back, and so he told his son and told, oh, tell him that your father is not in the house. Tell him your father is out. Tell to that man your father is out. And the boys are so simple, so the boy came to the door and told to that person who wanted the money, oh, my father told me to tell you that he's not here right now. So it was clear that actually the father was in the house. He should have said only, like, father is not here, but this will be duplicity and hypocrisy, right? But because the boy's heart is so pure, he just repeated his father's words, like, oh, my father told me to tell you this. So Shastra explains, it's written in the Shastra that the sadhaka's nature should be just like a boy's nature. A boy is devoid of duplicity and hypocrisy, a boy. So in the same way, the behavior of the sadhaka should be devoid of duplicity and hypocrisy. So the Brahmanas, they're simple, they don't lie. So Narada Rishi is telling to Yudhishthira. Narada Rishi is telling Yudhishthira, sorry. So if a person may belong to any family, but if he shows simplicity and the Brahmana qualities, he's like a Brahmana. He's a Brahmana. Which sloka now? Narada Rishi told, hey Yudhishthira, the Brahmacharis, they always control their senses. They should have also firm faith in the Guru's lotus feet. and he should do everything for his guru, and he should stay in the Gurukul. First look of next chapter, chapter 12. So the brahmachari, what he must do? He must stay in the Gurukul, in the house of Guru, in the temple, and under the guidance of Guru, he should serve. A student should practice completely controlling his senses. So, must control the senses. Next verse 2, chapter 12. At both junctions of the day and night, namely in the early morning and in the evening, he should be fully absorbed in thoughts of the spiritual master and chanting his mantras. So a brahmachari should not speak much, he should speak very little. A brahmachari should never ever speak like a lot. But because if you speak much, then you'll speak prajalpa, material things, then you'll maybe quarrel will come. So early in the morning, the brahmachari, he should always follow the celibacy, and silently he should chant his Gayatri mantra and worship God and the Guru and the fire and serve the Guru. Next text, 12th chapter, next 3. Being called by the spiritual master, the student should study the Vedic mantras regularly, every day before beginning his studies. And at the end of his studies, the disciple should respectfully offer obeisances unto the spiritual master. So what he must do? What must he do? The brahmachari, staying in the Gurukula, he should serve Gurudeva and other activities. Should never make fun with Gurudeva, make fun of Gurudeva. Make fun of Gurudeva, no. And every day, do pranam of God and make prayers. Wake up early in the morning. Now 7:45. Which sloka now? So the young brahmachari it's telling about the hair. Which shloka? Text 8. If the wife of the spiritual master is young, a young brahmachari should not allow her to care for his hair, massage his body with oil, or bathe him with affection like a mother. No, Gurudeva, please repeat. I was speaking. So why? Gurudeva said something about the oil, but I was speaking. So the brahmachari should not accept service from the wife of the Guru. So you can massage the feet of Guru, but not the feet of the wife of Guru. Guru Patni means the wife of Guru. A brahmachari can massage the feet of the wife of Guru, but not a brahmachari.
मर्दन आदि
and also massage the body of the wife of Guru with oil. This is also prohibited.
बोले क्यों?
Why?
वो तो मेरा गुरु माँ है।
Oh, she's the wife of my Guru.
शास्त्र में कहा है।
Still no.
यदि कहो मैं गुरु पत्नी को अपने माँ जानकर
If you say no, I see the wife of my Guru as a mother and I apply oil on her and massage her.
दोष क्या है?
So what is the problem with it?
भागवत में कहा है।
Bhagavad says no.
ये उचित नहीं
This is not proper.
है। गृहस्थ के लिए गुरुकुल में रहकर गुरु की सेवा परिचर्या वैकल्पिक है। ऋतुकाल में उसे गृह में वास करना पड़ता है। ब्रह्मचर्य का व्रत धारण करने के लिए आंखों में अंजन या सुरमा लगाना, तेल
Brahmacharis, verse 12. Brahmacharis or Grihasthas who have taken the vow of celibacy, as described above, should not indulge in the following: applying powder or ointment to the eyes.
लगाते नहीं, यहाँ पर क्या लगाते हैं?
So some Brahmacharis, they put
काली काजल लगाते हैं।
black kajal in the eyes. Do you put that?
लगाना नहीं चाहिए।
Should not put kajal in the eyes, the Brahmacharis.
ब्रह्मचारी के लगाना।
Eyeliner, should not put.
मद्य सेवन करना।
Massaging the head with oil, Brahmachari should also not do that. Massaging the body with the hands.
यहाँ भी गृहस्थ स्त्रियों को देखना।
Seeing a woman
चित्र बना।
or painting a woman's picture. Eating meat,
उपहार धारण करना।
drinking wine, decorating the body with flower garlands,
ये समस्त
smearing scented ointment on the body, or decorating the body with ornaments. This they should give up. So the Brahmacharis,
निषिद्ध समझ।
this is forbidden for them, for the Brahmacharis.
इसे उन्हें क्या समस्त त्याग कर देना चाहिए। ब्रह्मचारी बहुत सरल रूप में।
So Brahmachari in a simple way should stay in the temple, in the house of Guru, and serve the Guru.
और मनुष्य मात्र के इस तत्व को अनुभूति करनी चाहिए, अनुभव होना चाहिए। एवं विदो ब्रह्मचारी वानप्रस्थोपति यदि गृही शरण वेता विज्ञायो परम ब्रह्माधिगच्छति।
Verse 16.
इस प्रकार से
By practicing in this way,
भगवत सत्ता का अनुभव
whether one be in the Brahmachari ashram, Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, or Sannyasa ashram, one must always realize the all-pervading presence of the Supreme Lord, for in this way it's possible to understand the absolute truth.
ब्रह्म को प्राप्त कर लेते हैं। ये समस्त जो है वर्णन होते जा रहे हैं। ये किस प्रकार ब्रह्मचारी गृहस्थ और वानप्रस्थ
So how the Brahmachari, Grihastha and Vanaprastha
आश्रम में रह करके भगवत भजन आदि करें।
can do bhajan staying in their own ashram,
व्यतिरिक्त रूप में
directly or indirectly.
ऐसा जहाँ पर निषेध जारी किया
Like with some
ब्रह्मचारी
prohibition
सन्यासी वो सब ना करें,
that all the four ashrams should not follow,
इससे दूर रहे।
then you stay far from that.
हे राजन, अब मैं
O king, verse 17. I shall not describe the qualifications for a Vanaprastha,
जिनका आचरण करने
one who has retired from family life. By rigidly following the rules and regulations for the Vanaprastha, one can easily be elevated to the upper planetary system known as Maharalok.
वानप्रस्थ आश्रमी जीती हुई भूमि अथवा बिना जीती हुई भूमि से उत्पन्न
A person in Vanaprastha, verse 18,
समय में
should not eat grains grown by tilling of the fields. He should also not eat grains that have grown without tilling of the field but are not fully ripe.
केवल सूर्य की
Nor should a Vanaprastha eat grains cooked in fire.
फलों का ही सेवन करना चाहिए।
Indeed, he should eat only fruit ripened by the sunshine.
कैसे फल आदि ग्रहण करें?
So how to eat fruits?
सूर्य के किरण के द्वारा फल
Fruits that only are ripened by the sunshine.
लगाते हैं ना, सब कच्चे कच्चे फल
Nowadays they bring
बेचते जो आम
they sell the green fruits and they
कार्बाइड दे देते हैं,
put something to ripe the fruit, to ripen
कर देते हैं
the fruits, like not naturally, and then they sell them.
केला,
Banana and
पपीता,
papaya also.
लेकर के क्या देखा ना आपने?
You can see
उनके फल के जो गोदाम जो है, केला को इधर बिल्कुल कच्चा केला जो है खरीद करके लाते हैं।
they buy them actually the fruits completely green like banana, and mango also,
क्या करते हैं? गोदाम में रख करके
and they cover them,
पूरी ढक देते हैं,
put some also thing, I don't know exactly the term, sorry,
कावड़ यंत्र दे देते हैं और वो फल पक जाता है।
like some,
उस फल को खाना नहीं चाहिए।
you should not eat this kind of fruits that are actually forcefully ripened, not naturally. You should eat that fruit
किरण के द्वारा
who is actually ripened by the sunshine,
पक गया, लाल लालिमा हो गया।
becoming reddish.
हाँ, ना अच्छा चलो आरती करो। हरो वृंदावन बिहारी
Let's do
लाल
आरती.
की जय, जय जय श्री राधे। हाँ? You understand? Brahmachari.
Oil massage or receive.
Huh?
Do not receive or give oil massage to go. Not to woman or not even the Guru Patni.
स्त्रियों के और पत्नी के चरण दबाना।
So the brahmachari should not massage the ladies or the wife of Guru.
गुरुपति तो मेरा माँ की बात है।
You say no, but the wife of Guru is just like my mother.